Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It is time for part 2 of Armadale Line Shutdown new routes on this extremely hot November day. It is 40 degrees today, which apparently only happened like a couple of times since like the year 1800 in Australia or in WA, which is ridiculous. Every year this gets hotter, worse and worse, until it becomes uninhabitable. Never mind, that's like ages away, but I'm just saying. Okay, anyway, that's why buses are the solution, guys. Don't drive. Don't cause emissions and don't cause global warming. Anyway, we are gonna hop on the 221 now, which is still untried out, even though it's the main, basically, shutdown route. Pretty much very limited stops all the way down Albany Highway and Shepperton Road. No turning into interchanges, so very good. I still see stupid gas buses on 907, although it says 000 for some reason on the back, but it clearly said 907 on the front. Now the 221 is literally 220, which follows the Armadale line, except instead of taking Albany Highway in the Victoria Park Centre, which is very slow, it just takes Shepperton Road where the 930 goes. And it's got very limited stops. We're gonna check out the pole right now, see all the stops. And it's basically run fully by new B8 Arctic buses from what I can see. There's another one, 3141 running it. And it just says Perth City Busport or Armadale Station, and then it says Albany Highway, Shepperton Road, and limited stops. So yeah, let's head over to the stand here. Which I already showed you this stand in the first video, but this is for 220, of course, which is stupid to use. See how many stops? And it takes over 60 minutes, but then 221, here it is, stops at McIver and near Claysbrook. Then Vic Park transfer, what, 5 minutes to Vic Park transfer, excuse me? Are you stupid? Who did this? It's not 5 minutes. And then Oat Street, the stop on Shepperton, Carousel Shops, basically for Cannington. Then this is Kenwick and Maddington and Gosnells and Seaforth. Yeah, it stops at Seaforth, which is pretty weird. Kelmscott, Armadale, and each one is 5 minutes apart, although I don't get how it's only 5 minutes to Vic Park transfer. And it says only the whole thing is only 45 minutes, even on the app it's scheduled as over an hour, but I don't think they ever take that full amount of time. And it's 4 zones, which is so rare to see on a bus stop, that it travels 4 full zones, including the FTZ as well. And then of course 230, also very limited stops, same stuff, Vic Park transfer, Oat Street, Carousel, then just Thornlie, and that's 20 minutes, even though it's scheduled as 40. These poles are always so wrong. Anyway, that's that. We're just gonna wait for the next 220 now. I'll sit in the front and hopefully it's a bit cooler in there, because it's absolutely burning out here. Yeah, but if it's a gas bus, I'll wait for the next one, because I really just want a new B8 Arctic. So let's just wait for it. I don't think 221 is gas bus, so. And also over here I've noticed, actually, that's the Trans-WA map, but they've made Wellington Street like a whole bus station in itself, fully. They've listed all the stands and their locations and where you can go, and they put a map in, which is so weird. A map at something that's not actually a proper bus station. It shows all the routes, north routes there, inset for the city, and then all the south routes, including the Armadale Line Shutdown routes, shown as well. Very cool. Now obviously 221 and 907 are very similar routes, but 907 goes more into the interchanges and stops at all the C-pattern stations, while 221 is much more express. So there's a 907 boarding right now, stupid gas bus. Aha, 221's coming, it's a good Arctic. And here's 905 on its final day of operation for the initial stage, as tomorrow the Victoria Park line should be opening up, basically. This is very underused. Watch the first part to see that. Okay, actually I've just come into the bus port, because this is actually where the routes are starting, and I don't want to not get the front seat. So you can see they don't always start here in peak hour, they do terminate out on the main road, Wellington, to avoid congestion in here, but most of the day and on weekends they do start in here. So It actually looks much less hectic in here though. Not many people go in. It's just easier to board from Wellington Street. was the whole 221 to Armadale Station. Total journey time of 1 hour and 10 minutes. So that's 30 minutes slower than the train. But that's still a little bit faster than scheduled. I think the schedule is like 1 hour 16 minutes. But it's a really stupid schedule, like a lot of routes. It's like 45 to 50 minutes scheduled for the section to the second last stop at Cumscott, and then the last section is like 20 to 25 minutes, which is definitely not, but it's just so they can say that they weren't late in the end. But that's a pretty good route, mostly operated by new Arctic B8s. Literally every bus is articulated. I haven't seen a single rigid bus, and they're all also LED. Even new front seats. Almost every 221 I've seen is either 31, 37 plus. Like all the 31, 37, 38, 39, and all the 31 4X series are 221. I only saw one LED without the front seat and one non-LED, which was a Joondalup bus, well, ex-Joondalup bus, 3038, doing the 221 along the way. Now, it mainly got stuck in traffic. It was pretty good all through the Shepperton Road section and past where all the new bus lanes are. It was pretty good, and didn't really get stuck in traffic there and worked really well. It only got stuck in traffic at Maddington, where it took like 10 minutes to get through. So if they build some bus lanes around there, it should fix it. And also apparently, like, the new buses are meant to be communicating with the traffic lights to make them green when they come in. I don't know how true that is, but it sort of seemed like it's working. A lot of lights stayed green for quite longer than I would expect. Actually, there's a B12 doing 221 over there now, 3022. That's the first non-B8 Arctic that I've seen doing it, but at least it's still an Arctic. Yeah, no gas buses, that's good. So, obviously it's still pretty slow, like half an hour slower than the train. Is pretty bad, but that's in peak hour. It's probably better off peak and weekends. And yeah, limited stops works well. People just need to learn where the stops are. There were people trying to hail, is it Carlisle, that stop? No, you can't get on there. And also I saw this really stupid, ridiculous sign. I don't know who put it up, but just before Nicholson Road along Albany Highway, where like the 930 turns down to Thornlie and the 230, it says 220 and 221 right. I'll see if I can get a snapshot of that from the video. Like, what? That is so wrong. The drivers are gonna go the wrong way if they follow that. I don't know who put that there, but it is incorrect and stupid. What the hell? The time on the Armadale Station clock over there is wrong. I've never seen the station time be wrong. It says 6:04, but it's 5:04. So yeah, that's pretty stupid as well. But that's overall pretty much the best train replacement bus route for most stations along the line. It's weird that it stops at Seaforth, but I guess just because it passes right by there. No one got off there though. Every other stop was stopped at. But honestly, I'm a bit disappointed that like the Victoria Park line is not being made better use of, because exiting the city on that route takes 25 to 30 minutes. If they made a very similar route, start at Victoria Park Station, then do pretty much the same thing down to Armadale, you could save so much time by quickly exiting the city on a train. It would be so much better. I mean, the train hasn't even started off yet, but like we all know, it's only 9:08 there, so you could do it. You could go to Vic Park, take a 9:08 to the Oat Street stop, then take that, but 221, but still that's not that much faster at all. And the Oat Street stop is so bad. There's actually not even an embankment there. There's so much traffic there. They should have made a few more bus lanes. The only ones they made are around that Shepperton Road Albany Highway intersection. And they implemented a few do not turn right sections around there. Anyway, we're here at Armadale Station now. The lift's like opened up and turned off into this construction site, no entry. There's some workers down on the tracks there. This is all going to be demolished very shortly, which I can't believe. This major station to demolished. That's gonna be crazy. We were here just a few days ago at 2 a.m. on the last train, and now I took that bus all the way down. So obviously we also have the 907 operating, pretty similar to the 221 but slower because it goes to all the stations that the C pattern does and goes into the actual interchanges. I'm not going to be taking that right now because I don't feel like spending another hour on the bus back. But Trans-WA coach just came in. That's a good train replacement service. Trans-WA coach straight up Tonkin Highway. I'm actually pretty annoyed. Another thing they could have done is made a Tonkin Highway service to do like Kelmscott to High Wycombe or Maddington to High Wycombe Express. That would be so good. Then you could take a train. I don't know why they didn't. It would really save a lot of time. But oh well. We would really only walk from Maddington, Gosnells and Kelmscott. But now, then to finish the video, or continue, the next part, if you're here in Armadale, do not take the 221. I actually don't recommend that. It's good for all the other stations, but from Armadale, the best option is taking the 529. Because the 529 is a route that I've always wanted to exist, and I couldn't believe it didn't, because we have 519 up to Murdoch, and 233 from Gosnells to Cockburn, but there's no route between Armadale and Cockburn, which are literally in a straight line along Armadale Road. But now they finally made it, and I hope this stays after the shutdown. A really quick connection over to Cockburn Central, so you can just go straight there and then take the train up the Mandurah Line. It's something they didn't do for the airport line, even though they said they would. I mean 36, but that doesn't help anyone. So here we are. It's at stand 5 of the new interchange, and to Murdoch TAFE obviously 519, and then to Cockburn Central Station 529 with a really good frequency. It's every 15 minutes all day. On Saturday it's 30 and Sunday. 519 doesn't even operate on those 2 days though, so it's good that this exists now. Quick connection over. So right now it's 508. So there should be one coming right now. 529, 508. So we're gonna catch that now all the way to Cockburn Central. See how quick it is. See what a good route it is. So you can see on here 519 is scheduled to take 50 minutes. This one says 30, but it's probably going to be even faster, so it's a very good option to get over there. The chair stops with the 519 all the way to here, and then just a few more stops over to Cockburn Central. So this is what's probably used by commuters of Armadale the most. It's the best option to take. There's the bus we were on the 221 right now, 3141 with the new front seat. Followed by 2507 rigid going up to Perth on 907. 907 uses way worse buses. They're like gas buses or trash B7s mainly. No Arctic B8s like here. And there's a Trans-WA coach coming through. Yeah, so the only path difference between 220 and 221 is that it takes Shepperton Road, as I said, and right at the end, 221 just continues straight to William Street, another William Street. There's literally 3 in the city at Beckenham and here, and then comes straight down to the bus station, while the 220 has to loop past the shopping centre, which also feels good to be skipping that section. Aha, our 529 is coming now, 3287. Still a B8, that's good. And we're going to take it. There it is. Well, it still says Armadale, but it should change in a second. that was the 529 there to Cockburn Central Station. 23 minutes, and that's peak hour, but against peak flow direction basically. But it just doesn't really matter. Armadale Road isn't a typical commuter road, so very good route. 23 minutes, and then maximum 5-minute wait for a train in peak, but like not even that really. Yeah, I mean 5-minute wait, and then 20 minutes to the city, if not less. So overall it should only take you 45 to 50 minutes from Armadale to the city by using this route, which is great. What the hell, Butler Desto at Cockburn Central, bro, what? I mean, it is going to Butler, but like that's not what you put on the Desto here. What the hell? Yeah, anyway, see, then you can switch to a train and go straight up to the city, and you'll be there so fast. Like, Armadale Line takes 40 minutes, this takes 50, that's 10 minutes slower, which is really not that much of an impact. Plus, you get to go on the much more, like, fast and safe and calm Mandurah Line compared to the Armadale Line. So, I really do like this route and new option they created. It's very good, and I hope commuters make good use of it. They are using quite a variety of buses on 529. I saw B7s, B8s and gas buses on it. And yeah, hopefully not too many gas buses, because then it'll be a bit slower. But it's also taking a very express route. Like the 519 in Armadale City Centre goes past the shopping centre, then goes out. This one just goes straight out onto Armadale Road. And then here at Cockburn, the 519 also goes off early, and I think it also travelled, not 519, 233, the other one's on Armadale Road, and 518 also go off early, and then I think they serve Cockburn Gateway Shopping Centre, which almost every route here does, and then go to the station. But 529 uses the pretty new developments over there along the North Lake Road, Armadale Road intersections, with the dips down, underpasses and bridges over the intersections, all of those, and straight up into the newer entrance to the bus station and straight in. So it's very fast, very convenient, very good route. I like it. That's another one of the best Armadale Line Shutdown routes, and definitely the option you should be using if you're going to Armadale. Just make sure the connection is good on weekends, because it's only half hourly. So if you just missed the train connection for the 529, then it's probably a better idea to take 221 instead. Okay, that's it now. We're at Cockburn Central. I'm just going to take the train back now. No more route filming for today, but I might do some more tomorrow or Friday, and I can include it as part of this video, because there's still a lot of other stuff to post before anyway, including part 1, which at the time of filming I still haven't. Thanks for watching. I might continue with something. Oh, and the Cockburn train is already coming in from the sidings over there, so we can take that up. But yeah, you can see the work here, platform 3, and then you'll be directly connected to the Armadale Line by train after the shutdown. So, all good things. But that's gonna connect you up to Cannington, Thornlie, which is so weird. There's from the same spot where you can currently take a bus straight to Armadale, you'll be taking a train to Thornlie and Cannington. But still good. Okay.